so they'll bring it out to the 25. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You look at this Colt defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Carr. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to
go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Kamara up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On play action. Now Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. That one finds Pierce right side. Now you look at this Saints defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because When you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Buffalo 18.
Richardson to the air on first down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there at the 26.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Colts now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Gay now set to kick it off. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Carr going to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He'll get this one complete there to Pittman.
Touchdown, Colts!
Michael Pittman,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Left side, he finds Pierce.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Richardson looks to throw once more.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Touchdown!
Jonathan Taylor
from 13 yards out.
And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown first out. Here's Gay to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now Carr again.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
Touchdown, Indianapolis!
Josh Downs.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Let's go now. Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go.
2nd and 7.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Hey, smash Broncos.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Ready.
Now
set.
3rd down and 7.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson. He'll let one go deep for Downs. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
54 yards.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. He's got space past the 25, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Seven Pirates.
In motion goes the tight end.
Second down, here's Richardson. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
There, Richardson back to throw it.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like...
There he goes, right side.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Saints 17.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Ready, ready.
First and 10, it's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Ready.
Now Richardson.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And how about the work on the ground to start the drive? 2 big-time runs. This one 19 yards and another first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Carr.
This one swung out to Williams.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Play action. Now it's Carr. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 9-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does him no good. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
On On second down, Kamara. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Go!
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Shifts by him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Ready, ready?
Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Richardson to throw it. Pass complete to Taylor.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Buffalo 18! Ready?
Now Richardson.
And this one is incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
On the set. Warriors 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here's Richardson. He'll let one go deep for Downs.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead, but ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Running left, Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Richardson looking to throw. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Gay's kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
12 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On third down, here's Kamara. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
At the 44-yard line. A 28-yard gain.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing his car.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Carr. Again, it's Johnson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
6:37.
Here's Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now Carr.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.